give it a test on the as-is mode. Exactly how it came in, as stated. I mean, it plays okay. Everything more or less works.
Yeah.
Why is it unboxed? Wait a minute. Just,
I don't know, from us clicking.
too much.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
See how she plays. I don't want to play it too much because as you can see the flippers are too low. So you see how it's dug into the paint a little bit there. So I mean, it plays okay.
The scores counting okay and everything.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
I can never figure that out.
Well, it says that 1,000 each of those spots, so that one up there should be scored on 4,000 in the drop.
Okay,
So it's working great. So we're mostly just pimping it out. Right?
we're just tweaking it.
You,
We're gonna dial it in.
you own one of these?
See, the flippers are a little soft, a little unresponsive, a little bouncy. You know, see when the ball comes down, catching.
So yeah, that's what mine's doing right now. My magic. Ball comes down and hits a held up flipper, a little boop.
Well,
Yes.
that's it. You can just tell the flippers are a little tired. They just need to be tweaked. But everything seems to be more or less functioning.
Yeah.
I'll try to do that while you guys.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Not that, but you guys are talking about the game
Yeah.
and stuff, and I don't want to cut in. So.
Okay.
That's okay. It's all good. Okay, so we might as well start just stripping her down and cleaning her.
Yeah, we have someone in here who has a surfer.
Oh yeah, we have a Surf Champ.
Now these ones here, they're not
nice.
twist off. They're like these stupid pry ones.
No, they should turn off.
Because I had these were on airport and they wouldn't turn off. I'd turn them all fucking day and they
They
wouldn't.
could be a little stripped. Maybe someone probably maybe tightened them at some point, or.
Because I ended up just taking a fucking screwdriver. And, oh yeah, plastic. There.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I know. That's one of the only. I guess we'll use the.
Do you have a replacement plastic for that, or?
No, absolutely not. I don't believe in I mean that I can totally live with that. It really doesn't affect gameplay at all.
No.
And I mean, power to people that want their games to look like brand new. Just there's guys that chrome plate the exhausts in their classic cars. You can't drive it, but it looks real cool with a mirror under it. If you're at a car show, it's Trailer Queen. This is a player's game, and it will be played. It's going on the road. It's going to be put back into operation commercially.
In the way.
I'm going to pimp them out and turn it back onto the street. People haven't operated this stuff on the road for so long now.
Yeah.
Electromechanical stuff, you just don't see it anymore, right?
I don't think they have any EMs at PDQ today, do they?
No. Well,
They were, what's rollerball or whatever they're roller something.
Roller games?
Roller what?
Roller games?
It was something roller, then everybody's excited to see
Roller
it.
disco, roller games.
Not roller disco. I think it might be roller games.
Roller games is a Williams. It's got like a bald guy and some chicks playing roller derby. There's steel wire form ramps. There's a magnet here.
It's a pinball machine.
Don't flip.
I'm not 100% sure. It could be an arcade.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's
Because
not a pinball, then
it's coming
not
from Vegas right now being shipped.
that. Okay.
So the guys that are loaning the machines, they have some pinballs and some arcade.
Okay.
Just so there's more to the play area.
They're showing off a really nice Bride of Pinbot 2.0.
Oh, nice.
Burrs wants it so bad now.
Well, he wants it now because he knows that.
It's worth a lot of money.
Well, he knows that
You
he
can go
has.
play-
No, he has a Bride of Pinbot, and he
He wants the mod.
Well, he found out that you can just buy the stuff to turn it into a 2.0.
It's not inexpensive.
No.
At all.
It's an expensive thing. But
very expensive project.
But you can still play the original version. Like it's got this, you can in the settings you can pick Bride of Pinball 2.0 or the original Bride of Pinball game and play both versions of it on the game.
So he's not really losing anything.
So he's not losing. He's if anything, he's gaining a whole new version of it.
Oh, it's an upgrade, no question. It's a huge upgrade.
Because it's not like anyone's going to be coming out with any code updates for Bride of Pinball anytime soon.
No, Williams has been gone for a while. They are no longer supporting their products, that's for sure.
Stern just released a new update for Metallica.
Yeah, well, that's the new stuff that they do, and it's cool that they keep doing that too.
Keeps Lyman busy.
Yeah.
Lyman Sheets, their main programmer guy.
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty much him and John, the guy that did Ghostbusters, John Babarou, or I forget his last name, something French. What's the guy that did Ghostbusters?
I forget. John Trudeau.
Oh yes.
He's a big Trudeau guy. That's how I remember.
Yeah. It's pretty much those two are the main programmers now and designers.
Is there any way you can put the laptop on this pin a bit closer to me so I'm not in Mike's way?
Sure, as long as the harness moves, you're good to go. The harness will go, you're good.
I suppose we don't really need to have the power on for this phase.
I'll deal with it.
Is it still going though?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No. Reconnecting in 8, 7.
We didn't plug the Ethernet cable or something with it.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Sorry, babe. I'm just trying to help.
No, you're just trying to get comfortable.
Well, can you blame me?
Yeah, that's good now.
And we're back.
There we go.
All right.
Sorry guys, we moved the laptop and lost our internet connection for a sec here. Are you still recording? Yes.
Oh, I forgot my cleaning supplies. I'll be right back.
Just making sure. I mean, this stuff could get it. Not like 8 in here.
You help me.
Yeah, these kids in the so sick in the car. And they just put it out and put it in my door.
Be outside the
No worries.
I'll be your co-host for the.
All right, perfect.
So I've been helping out a lot in that Pinball Done Quick channel.
Okay.
Like moderating and stuff. So
Nice.
Joe, I can't remember his last name. He's ranked 85th right now. He's the one who organized it. And then Jack Danger / Dead Flip, who's like a Twitch pinball celebrity, basically.
Okay.
They're making a TV show about him and stuff like that. Well, they're both hosting. So I've been helping them out a lot, and I have a lot of suggestions for their next event.
These flippers are mostly really loose.
The rubbers?
Yeah, some of them aren't. Yeah, they're a little bit bigger in some cases than they might normally want to be. So that's all good. Here we go. A bit of a...
So right now you're just cleaning the playfield?
Yeah, just getting the gunk off with the Novus. It's been well loved, so it's got a little bit of filth going on. Nothing too bad. One of the biggest things is these flippers weren't properly adjusted. It was a bit low. That's sort of saying you can see the scraped paint there a bit. We'll address that when we rebuild the flippers to get those apart. Fix that up.
Nice.
Which is unfortunate because that's some of the only real wear on the playfield. Otherwise, it would have been good. It's very common
There's any way to move the flippers like up like a couple.
Well, yeah, you have to set that when you take them off. So a lot of times people just won't think. They'll just put the flipper in and screw it tight, but they don't realize you've got to leave a little gap there.
Is there any way to move the flipper like up a couple milliliters to where
no.
it would hide it? No. It
No,
too much?
Totally impossible.
Okay.
Not an option.
Something I've always been curious about because it looks like.
No, there's a hole right there, and I mean it lines up exactly with the flipper lane guide.
Yeah, so it's got
the return lane guide, so you have to. Yeah, it's very, very critical to line these guide lanes up to make sure that the ball doesn't skip when it rolls onto the flipper.
Yeah, it comes down smooth.
Yeah, exactly. You want it to sweep right down there, nice and easy. It's that's one of the most important parts of dialing in a pinball machine. You want to make sure that the flipper approach angle is good off the ramp, off the lane. Now this machine isn't that dirty. Mostly around the flipper area and slingshot area.
Yeah, where like oil and grease will come up from the mechanisms.
That's it. Well, or it's just regular Playfield dust and dirt. Yeah, magnetized.
Yeah, because the glass gets
dust
taken off and back on and stuff gets in there.
That's it. But this won't be a very big cleaning job. It's not too bad.
Nice.
Let's see the tanning lines underneath the flippers. That's from, I guess, just UV exposure over the years.
Yeah, just from lights.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, well, good for you, Flish, or whatever the fuck your name is.
Whoa.
You're gone, buddy.
What happened?
I would ban this bastard.
What did he do?
He's just talking shit.
What's he saying? Tell me.
Oh, it's hard to. It's so.
I sexually identify as an attack helicopter. Ever since I was a boy, I dreamed of soaring over the oil fields, I guess.
But no, they put in this thing in chat, and what it does is it feeds down through all the lines of chat, and will eventually crash it.
Oh, that's what that thing was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it there. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Hit that follow button on the way out.
Pretty much. So we're doing bulbs too?
No, the bulbs are good.
You're gonna keep
they seem to be relatively new-ish.
Regular illumination?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the incandescents. I'm just... It's very spendy to convert to LEDs, and I didn't really think it was adding much to the look, so...
No.
We'll keep it like this for now.
Although I will say the LED difference between my Magic and...
Yes, on your game in particular, it made a huge difference, for sure. But that's because you were missing a lot of paint in the back glass, so...
Yes.
Well, no, I mean on the playfield.
Oh, the playfield looks amazing.
Oh, the playfield lights, yeah, just brightens it right up.
We turn all the lights off in the house,
and that's all
upstairs.
You need.
That's all we need.
Nice.
A little bit of light on his face, and that's it. And even then, the glow from the machine is usually half decent.
It's sufficient, yeah. Well, these games are made to be played in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's the before and after.
Oh, hell yeah.
Night and day.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Clean her up, shine her up.
Yeah, it's not going to take much. It's actually not that dirty.
It looks pretty shiny.
Yeah, most of the dirt was just around here, so.
Yeah, most of your dirt's going to build up around the flippers and the bottom ramps.
That's it, the slingshot area.
Underneath the slingshots.
Yeah, all in there is a bit crusty, but other than that, I got enough Novus on my cloth now that it's cleaning up whatever's left in the other areas. That's kind of cool. That's nice to even get underneath of it. Just to...
You need to get yourself a sticker.
Well, yeah, it's showing a little bit of wear there.
A little. There's nothing.
A little bit on the...
There's no image
There's
left.
no image left on the one
yeah,
side.
That's what we call a slight bit of wear.
I have extra ones if you want.
Arcade patina.
When I got ones for my Magic, I have some extra stickers.
Yeah, but then it would look all bright and shiny compared to
though.
everything else.
They're white though.
Yeah.
White stuff. White.
If you're only changing one thing, it's gonna look out of place because everything else has that like patina, well loved feel.
Absolutely.
And look, like it's got that yellow tinge to it from the lighting.
That's it. It is what it is. It's 40-some years old. It's 76. Exactly. It is 40 years old, actually. On the dot. and climbing. 40 years old, it's going back on the road. Next Wednesday, we'll be enjoying this at the neighborhood pub.
Pretty excited about that night.
It's gonna be fun.
I see you hooked up the wing deal and everything.
Yeah, we've got the wings coming through at 45 cents, which are really good wings, actually.
Sweet.
I don't know what kind of drink we want.
Did you see that? I got my buddy at Double Danger Pinball to hook us up with a
I saw that. Yes.
discount code.
That's very cool.
I mean, spreading the word about stuff like that just it doesn't take away from anybody because there's no apparel company.
There's no real Canadian pinball apparel companies.
Not yet.
People making
No,
pinball
that's
apparel.
something I've been thinking about. But
Yes.
You got to find. All you need is someone who's good at graphic design. Someone who can draw. Have you seen that pinball robot that Murph drew on stream? That was pretty sick.
the
Barfel bot or whatever.
Well, I want to make that into a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's what I think he is. I think him and Double. I think he sold it to the design to Double Danger, and I think
Nice.
Double Danger's doing the T-shirt.
It's looking pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I really need a whole lot more than that.
No, she's
But yeah, I
shining
do
up
have a
nice.
family friend who owns a printing shop, so I'm sure we could figure stuff out.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
Oh, printing is so available now.
We're gonna be talking to them about doing the Playfield for my
Sticker.
retheme. So I'm thinking for my retheme, pretty much taking, stripping out down the Playfield, sanding it completely bare, all of the artwork off of it, maybe even just planing the Playfield, just completely bare, stripped, like back to whiteboard.
Yeah.
And then just getting a picture of it made to the exact size and scale in Photoshop, and then get a Photoshop picture made of what I want the Playfield to look like.
Right.
And then just get her friend to make a big stick-on decal that I just stick on the wooden Playfield, and then just clear coat that.
Yeah. That way, no paintings involved or anything.
There's no paint or anything. It's just a big sticker.
That makes sense.
I mean, it's just a retheme.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
it's
not like I'm going hard on.
It's not like you're pimping out one of your machines. You're just having fun making it into one.
I'm more interested. The most interesting part of the whole thing will be if I can get all of the connections off and then back on and have the machine working again and put it back together.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the fun. Like I said, when I take it apart, I'm gonna take a very good picture of the under Playfield where all the connections are, and label them in Photoshop. Like, okay, this connector is RF, RF5, RF6, and then label the actual connectors so that when I'm just standing there with a big, huge harness with all these fucking connections on it, I'll be able to know by my picture, okay, this R5 connection goes right here in the Playfield. It's this post, okay, this post goes here, and this post goes here. It's gonna be quite the learning experience.
Should be fun though.
Yeah. Luckily, with the forums and stuff that we have with Pinside and Mecca, there's lots of people around to help me walk my way through it. And it helps too live streaming it because people then get to actually watch and see me doing it.
They come in and they can help out. Like
they can come right in. Yeah, they can come in and
target. They'd be like, no, do this.
This is fucking.
Did it go on the outside?
No, it's this. This post is massively turned to the point where it's not gonna make a contact.
No, that's okay.
Look at it.
Yeah, it'll work. No, that's good.
Yeah.
She's perfect. So what else do we need here? That other one is kind of there. That looks like a 3 to a 3.5. I just don't like putting them floppy. Like I find sometimes if you put, I don't like having too big of a rubber on because it just doesn't have the same bounce to it.
So I forgot,
right.
I forgot this when we were at Hawkesbury. I had downscaled the resolution because of their crappy internet.
Right, because you were on.
And you never forgot.
I forgot, so the resolution on that Hyperball video and shit
It was all lower end.
Now I'm at 1280 720 right now.
Well, next time we
Okay.
go, we'll
But-
do a video.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because I really wanted a nice clear video of that Hyperball pin because all the footage I've seen on YouTube of Hyperball is just someone like with a cell phone like recording one that they found on the
Right.
or something, right?
Not a super desirable game, I guess, is maybe one of the reasons.
I would totally love to have that.
You want a hyperball, yeah?
Pretty cool.
It is pretty damn.
Sure,
Or
you can
what's
find
that?
for a reasonable price too. They aren't.
One in Hawkesbury that I really like, that you really like.
Oh, Grant Spectrum.
Yeah.
Oh, Spectrum.
Yeah.
That's Jeff's machine.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jeff's
I've got one
Spectrum.
too downstairs.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind having that.
That's a
thing.
get your
That's
wallet out game.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so different. It's just so
different. Definitely
yeah,
describes
like
it.
the way it
Absolutely.
shoots the ball out of the drain, like is
Yeah, it's unique.
yeah. The first time
Very
I saw
unique.
that, I was just like, that is so fucking cool.
Yeah, no, you.
It catches you off. It catches you off guard.
Even
too.
hyperball, like you have to like shoot at lightning bolts that are like light, not.
Well, it's
actual,
basically
like,
Space Invaders,
Yeah, it's
right?
Space Invaders, but
you're shooting
mechanical
stuff
Space
at it.
I was trying to spell the words too, because it's telling you to
Yeah.
spell words too at the same time.
Yeah, at one point I was trying, but bomb.
Every time a word came up with a Y in it, I'm like, fuck, no, why? I can't get a Y.
The only thing I don't like is that you use both hands, but it's
You don't
only
have to.
one shooting. I know you don't.
I
have
ended
to.
up realizing that you can keep one hand on the bomb button
Because
here
I
and use
feel
just
like
the
I'm
one
shooting two
control.
cannons when I have two, and I want to move
It's
them
only
different
one.
Yeah.
ways, right?
Yeah, but it's unidirectional. Yeah, there's only one
Exactly.
cannon.
I'm guessing underneath
right.
there's a bar connecting both of those
Yeah,
things.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So if you move
At
one,
least
the
if
other
you're a
one
righty or a lefty, you can play it.
doesn't matter. It's funny how much newer a pin will look just from giving it a good wipe down.
New
and
rubbers.
New rubbers. Like,
It looks super bright.
what about the
shiny on
flippers? We
camera.
pulling them off? Flipper
We will
rubbers?
be, but we're gonna wait
I guess we're
for.
doing
We're gonna rebuild the
so
entire flipper system.
new bats and everything.
No, the bats are okay.
Oh.
The bats are fine.
Well, the bats are fine. Then I can pull the rubbers off.
I just took those are new.
Oh, these are the new
Yeah, I
rubbers.
changed
Oh,
them.
okay,
Yeah, they're already new.
sweet.
So they are good to go.
Yeah, like there's an idea of how the old rubbers look compared to the new rubbers right there. Like
Oh,
these ones are
absolutely.
like a beigey brown color.
Nasty. Very nasty.
I mean, just doing that makes a big difference.
Yeah. Plus, it'd make a big difference too in how the ball bounces off it. Like these old ones, they feel like they're hard. Like they're,
Yeah, they get crusty after a while. These aren't that bad, actually, I have to say. This was not in dire need, but because I'm putting it on the road, it's going to get all brand new
I wonder how much like
Complete flipper road build kit.
a bleach would eat the rubber away.
Sufficiently that you would not want to use it. If the thing is at the point where it needs to be bleached, it needs to be changed.
Yeah.
Either way.
It's cheap enough that
That's right.
you
Like,
don't want to try and save
a
it.
rubber kit for this game is probably worth like $15 maybe.
Bleach would dry it out anyways.
Yes, I can't imagine it would be
Any
good.
chemical would dry out the rubber.
That's right.
You gonna bother to do the spinner
Oh yeah.
under ones?
Yeah, I'm actually just going to have to go grab my slot screwdriver because I forgot we're working on an old Gottlieb.
Come on, this should just pop out. Or not. Should pop out, but it will not. Points are scored as indicated. Pop bumpers score 100 point. Rollover buttons score 100 point and increases hold value. Completing 5 rollover buttons light side rollover features. Cool. Hitting special gives extra ball. 1 extra ball per ball in play. Bonuses scored and features reset after each ball. A tilt does not disqualify a player.
Just the ball in play.
Yeah,
Just the ball in
because
play.
it
Well,
used to just
am I
end.
supposed
It used to just end the game, right?
to- That's right.
You remember the story of where tilt comes from and how the first tilt assemblies were?
Well, back in the day, before
It's like a saucer with a ball in it, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I remember that from the documentary.
And if it fell off of its little, if the ball fell off its little stand, then it would.
Well,
tilt
back in the
game.
day, before these things had flippers, nudging the game was the only way to gain any advantage whatsoever over the game.
Right, because then it was just dumb luck, right? It was just
It was.
dropping a
Plunger,
ball.
yeah, pull the plunger to where you want it to go
It's like a slot machine.
and slightly under. So yeah,
it's like
you could
Pinball
totally.
on Price is Right.
Yeah.
Well, because they did pay out, right? So
Yeah.
at that point, cheating on a game was very serious because it meant money. So if you didn't have a tilt switch, you could just sit there and put it wherever you wanted to pay out every time.
Yeah.
So
It'd be like the Jurassic Park that was in the arcade when I was a kid. that the tilt was so. I don't even think the fucking tilt worked in it at
Like
all.
you could lift it up and put.
Yeah, the ball would come.
It.
No, the ball would come down here, and we just go like this, lift it up, and pull it, have it come back out, and then just slowly set it back down onto a flipper and keep playing.
They don't quite make as much money.
No, because I remember like I used to sit at the counter and talk to the owner all the time, and he's like, I don't get it. He's like, I see you guys back there playing that game all day, like a dozen of you. He's like,
game of skill, boys.
He's like, and then I go back there and there's like $2 in the machine.
You might want to set the replay levels a little higher. I don't know.
He's like, I was like, he finally figured it out. He's like, well, I realize now why you guys always crowd around the machine. He's like, so that I can't see the person lifting the freaking game up and down. I was like, yeah, that's pretty much, that was it.
Sorry.
Hey, you gotta try where you can.
I remember we had that, Rocky and Bullwinkle for a while. I'm trying to remember what other ones were in there. Twilight Zone was in there for a while. I think all the major ones from the 90s cycled through our arcade when I was a kid.
Did I already change this one? Nope.
No, it's just really
the rubbers
shiny
aren't
on
too
one
bad a
side.
shape. Yeah, the rubbers are actually not terrible.
Well, the top ones will be in the best shape. Obviously, like these two here are the roughest because they come off the pop bumper.
Right.
And then
But
the top ones don't get
this
much.
game, I imagine, has been serviced not all that long ago.
So these rubbers might only be a year or two old.
They might, like the previous owner that traded it in, he may have done it.
Yeah.
Maybe he tuned it up himself.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he did a rubber
you
job
can
on it. A lot of
buy
guys will do their own rubber kits, of course. It's
buy them cheap.
pretty straightforward. Yeah, well, like I say, $15 for a kit.
Yeah, and it's not like you're doing anything mechanical to the table besides taking screws out and putting them back
That's
in.
right.
That's all
Like you still have to be careful to make sure you don't strip the screws coming in or out, and you don't want to. You want to make sure not to bend switches out of adjustment, like on the slingshots or you know, any of the rebound areas where there's a scoring option. But it also gives you a chance to make sure that none of the screws are stripped, which is super important. You want every post to be screwed down tight so it bounces firmly and all that happy stuff.
Because once a post gets loose, it's just going to get worse if you don't fix it.
In fact, for coming from home use, this game is in pretty good shape. A lot of times when I get stuff on trade, I get told it works great, and it really doesn't. This one worked as promised.
Nice.
I'm just taking it to that next level of commercial readiness. Because this thing probably hasn't actually worked, and like as in worked at the job of earning money, like they were designed to do, for decades.
Yeah.
Well,
It's been home use.
there's chances too that this machine was never used for that.
Oh, I would think it was. Most of them were. The buying new in box games is a fairly recent phenomena.
Okay.
That was not
That was
the
never
case in
a
the
home
70s.
thing.
Oh my God, these things weren't at home. For one, the operators wouldn't want to sell it to you because you might put it on a route and compete with them, right? You might jam it into one of their accounts or an account they might have wanted to get. It was you know, they would rather throw them out generally than sell them to the public and let it fall into the hands of their competition.
Whereas nowadays, I'd guess if you were to go to Stern, I'd say a good third at least of their sales is private.
It's hard to say, but I can guarantee you it's a significant amount. For sure.
Yeah,
it is.
significant
For
amount.
sure it is.
I hear a lot of guys talking about buying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like you can go go on Pinside or something and go check out like the Ghostbusters owners thread, and like there's easily 1,000 people in that thread that own a machine.
Yeah.
You know, like that's
Well, Stern is fulfilling a need, right?
yeah.
The home market's been going for years, and it's great that they've actually, you know, started making stuff with that in mind.
Yeah.
If Williams wasn't stupid and tried that whole Pinball 2000 thing, they might have. If they would have waited
on that.
If they would have waited another 4 or 5 years, they could have figured it. This one's 5/16.
And what is it? What are the initials on it on the other side?
H. Yeah, there's an H.
An H. Okay.
5/16 H. Yeah. If they would have waited a couple of years, they would have seen like the way Jersey Jack and them went with the. Instead of having the LED display integral part of the play field itself and trying to pull the back and the head and the playfield together into one seamless unit. Which it worked. Like what they did, like Revenge from Mars is a fucking pretty wild game to see in real life.
It is.
It looks really cool, but even like watching Stash Kid play his, I feel like you lost a third of your playfield. Like a third of your playfield is a slanted piece of glass.
That's right, but that gives you the video feature, which gives you a variety.
It gives you a variety, but like
no, Pin 2000 was unfortunately more or less a failure.
Yeah.
I mean, Williams stopped making pinballs after their second title for good, which is really sad.
It's nice to see too, though. Like they were also thinking with that whole Pinball 2000 thing of doing what. A company called Highway Pinball, I think it's called now.
Yeah, Highway or Highway.
Yeah, what they're doing now with the interchangeable cabinets, where you buy like a stock, you buy a stock cabinet and a stock head, and they send you a new playfield and a new translate.
So you can convert it, just like they used to convert video games back in the day.
Yeah, and I kind of like that idea because of the fact too that you only spend a large amount of money on a pin for the initial first one you buy.
And a lot of the stuff is reused.
And then when they come out with like they have the one pin out now that you can buy, and then their next one is going to be Alien because they got the licensing rights to do an official like Alien movie themed pinball machine. So if you bought the first one, it's only like $2 or $3 grand
and you got
to get the brand new game because all you're getting is a playfield and a translate. Because it uses the same cabinet and the same hookups and same wiring and same everything. Oh, it's gone.
Oh yeah, it's like right in between.
The rubber landed perfectly on its side
and just rolled away.
Yeah, I was just like watching it.
I did that on purpose.
I couldn't reach it, so
it was a skill shot.
I was just like, it's going.
Yeah, that's how I was. I was like,
you know what? I just gotta check real quick. I turned off the hose in my swimming pool. If I didn't,
is overflowing?
It will be soon if it's not already. You want to just check if it's over the top of the skimmer? If it is, I'll want to probably run out and turn that off sooner than later. The hose isn't running anymore?
It's moving around still, but...
No, not that hose. The black hose going in at the stairs. Not still running?
Nope, you're good.
I thought I might have turned it off, but I was hoping. I ran out for an hour to put some of my parts orders into the Purelator, people, since Canada Post isn't working right now, or about to maybe not be.
Yeah.
Threatening to not be. We pretty well got her rubbered, lad.
Yeah.
She's ready for plastic reapplication. And then we're gonna go fetch our secret weapon.
Ooh.
Otherwise known as Robbie.
Hot glue that back on. The rivets popped out. That's what it is.
Which of those? Oh, the side rail's a little loose, is that?
Yes, you're here.
Oh, yes, the rivet's a bit loose. We will address that.
Other side?
No?
Meeny, meeny,
Maybe?
mo.
Maybe more there?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's okay. Perfect.
Yeah, that one I think goes
This
in
one
the
looks
hole.
here-ish. Yeah, she looks good there.
Right?
Seems to belong. Seems to like it there. Perfect. These plastics are clean. That's why I'm not bothering to Windex them.
Yeah, they're
already pretty.
This one's
Oh, now which one could this go on? I must be the only one. It's got a little bit of a warperoonius to it, but not too badly. Holy man, I got flipper dust all over me. The danger of working with a black t-shirt and white rubbers.
Yeah. When we flattened our plastics, it's actually it worked pretty well with the heavy glass on top.
Okay, took a heat gun to it or put it in the oven or?
Hair dryer?
Hair dryer.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Just heat it up. It was on top of a piece of marble and then with just a dish glass.
Pyrex
dish.
And just put the heat right to that.
To the dish. It wasn't directly on the plastic.
Yeah.
And
that should do it.
Yeah.
Just lovely.
Because they were pretty bad.
Yeah, the one.
Typical of.
The one at the top up here on that right was just like
it's like wavy.
Freaking wave.
I'm really looking forward to getting this bad boy out in the road, I gotta say. Along with his new friend, Royal Flush.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. They're both going in?
They're both going in. They're same year. They're both late model 4-player Gottliebs. A lot of guys love the single players like these games, which I do too. Of course, you get a little bit of added depth because it keeps memory of your accomplishments from ball to ball. Of course, without solid state, the EMs had no way of keeping memory from player to player. But there's a charm to these 4-player games. When I was a kid, I preferred the 4 players, and as an adult, I prefer the 4 players. It's more fun to compete, just like the game says. And I find they're easier to sell, especially to the family market. People want to play together,
Exactly.
It's nice to be
have
able to.
friends over.
That's right. Whether with friends, family, whatever, it is more fun to compete. And 4-player. I mean, the 2 players are cool too. I'll take a 2-player over a 1. But I'll take a 4 over a 2, given the opportunity. Although generally, I don't know about you guys, but usually when I'm playing, it's usually against one opponent. Not always. Yeah. But often it's
4-player
one-on-one.
games just last so long sometimes, depending
That's the
on
thing.
the table.
Yes.
Like, what was that game that I did good on here? Was there? No.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
You were just there, sitting, yeah.
It was like an hour long.
Depending on who you're playing with too. Sometimes some people tend to bogart the game by playing forever,
my first
right?
ball, I was there for like 15 minutes, I think.
Owner guy blew it up, of course.
Okay.
But.
Of course, he blew up.
Oh, we're missing one rubber. Can you tell where?
Up top. No, maybe not. I was gonna say those look like 2 posts there. Right there.
Yes, correct.
Should install a pin down here.
That would be sacrilegious.
Okay, I'm gonna add you credits. You win.
That's called by some people the Steve Kirk post.
Someone in a Papa video, like in a Papa finals, they had a fishtails that someone had put a post in.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, unless you're Steve Kirk and you're designing the game, you shouldn't do that.
No.
I think Stars was Steve Kirk's first design game, Classic Stern, solid state, of course. But I think that was the first game that had many posts there, and they called it a Kirk post because he put it on that, he put it on Meteor, he put it on a lot of his games, and I guess other people did do it sometimes after that. I have one extra piece.
But I mean, if it's not designed for it, don't.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. If it doesn't belong there, don't put it there. I mean, I've seen people that block off their outlanes to make it easier. It's like, really? You own the game. It's unlimited free play.
He almost did, and I was like, no.
Not block it off, but I almost moved the
Well,
post.
a lot of them have adjustments, so
Yeah,
there'll be more than one
yeah.
hole. That's an
to
operator
mine.
adjustment. That's fair game. You can put it liberal, conservative. But to add something to block it that wasn't originally there,
I was gonna move mine down to the lowest holes, but they've never been in any of the other holes besides the one they're in now.
Right,
so
and that's the thing. And then if your used hole becomes visible, you're kind of uglifying it a little bit.
Just leave it and learn to play that.
But if I would decide to like take it and put it down at my work or something, I'd open it right up the hole.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'd be moving the post right up.
Yeah.
Open that hole. Open those outlanes as wide as possible.
Absolutely.
Tilt bob all the way up. Think so. Spin that bitch all the way to the top.
Yeah.
And there'd be no room. It's just like the whole big bob just fills the hole. So someone just walks by it heavily and boom, thing goes down.
That's That's just me.
They drop, if I can figure it out so that it'll tilt right as the coin hits the bottom of the thing. Don't even get to play the game. Just drop the coin in, tilt, credit gone.
Now
nobody would ever touch it.
Rubber playing. See, that makes a little bit of difference. A little bounce here. And I just don't like the feel of the flippers. They're just kind of soft, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit of hesitancy.
Yeah, like
yeah, they just haven't been tweaked. And it's hard to tweak the EM flippers over the can solid state, but not impossible.
We're losing my hand. Back up the buckets. Top of that.
Oh! Tilty!
it's just.
Okay, well, I think it's time to take this to the next level, guys.
Sweet.
Nice. So what's the next step?
The next step is, oh, actually, I have to replace the one rubber in this. First, the next step.
There's no
The patent and trade
Thanks,
secret.
There's no ball there. Really?
your pants.
There's me.
I was bad when I'm really tired.
Very poor.
I'm gonna go get some fresh air. I think.
What I would do with any game I'm going to put back out in the road or sell that's going to go into, you know, heavy use is you want to rebuild the flippers. Because this is going to be out there for a while, and it's not like it's in your house where you can just, you know, oh, it's getting a little soft, I'll tweak it up. It's out in the road, and someone's going to call you, and or people are going to complain, or worse yet, they won't complain, they just won't play the game anymore because they're going to say this one sucks.
Yeah.
And they won't touch it. So the key is, like, I mean, a lot of people have a hard time selling EMs because they just don't play as snappy and hard as the solid states do. But it's not because they can't, it's just because they haven't been dialed in.
Yeah.
When these are dialed in right, in my mind, these are as much fun, in some ways more fun than solid state pinball machines.
Oh, I loved REMs. I love Knight Rider and Airport. I mean, not the fixing part, but the playing part.
Yes, the fixing part can be less than pleasurable, but the playing part, once they are fixed, is awesome. So, we will go locate our dude.
I'm going to play one.
Yeah, come on, play. Right. Start. So she plays okay.
Yep. It tilts well.
Yeah, tilt it up, yeah.
Tilt works good.
Absolutely, see? So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to find my parts box, which is here. Before we do anything, to the flippers.
Set everything out.
Well, we're going to change the drop parts.
Oh, nice.
Because once you upgrade the flippers, those are old as
Yeah, they're going to get huge
ever.
shit.
They're going to start breaking in commercial use. I don't trust it.
Cool.
So, it's cleaned, it's rubbered. She's good to go.
Top side.
These are lap mounted too low, obviously, so we're going to have to get them off too. It's scuffing up the playfield. But we might as well start with the drop targets before we rebuild the flippers and blow up the old ones.
Okay.
Make sense? Oh, you just tilted it.
Oh, no.
It's going to be hard to fix it tilted, unfortunately. Well, disengage the power. I don't know if you can get the camera in on more of an angle, because that camera is going to be out of the picture right now.
Oh, that camera's actually, I have it mounted here.
Oh, you've moved it already.
So
Excellent.
everything's on.
Excellent.
There's, here you want. That's what it looks like.
Beautiful.
That one's pretty much on the bottom bank.
Yeah. I like it.
Won't get too much of Robbie.
Well, he's been working on a Black Knight problem again for a few hours, so he'll be welcoming the break to something more straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
We're still dealing with a nightmare game from hell.
Actually, I think I'll move this stuff back though, so that he's not going to get into the way of his feet.
Pretty good. Barrel spring is toasty.
Okay, so when you're starting, we start filming.
We're ready to go. Oh, it's been filming the whole time.
Oh, I didn't know
We're an hour into it here. Keep your face low. I don't want anyone to see you.
Yeah.
There'll be certain points where we might have to blank it out, trade secrets, stuff like that. You know, there's a couple of little things we can't share with everybody. But actually, hang on just 1 second. Before we get too far. I will sacrifice my favorite Tommy Hilfiger sweater hoodie. Safety first.
Looks like catches anything that falls.
Well, that's it. You don't want any little screw or washer falling and shorting out anything in that lead to grief.
Yeah, I took mine out took it out to my dad's place. I took the grinding wheel and ground my roundness off.
Absolutely.
No wonder that thing makes such a big bang when it resets. That's quite a bang. Right. Right.
Right, was it? Right. Bye.
Give me my stuff.
Yeah.
Your way. There you go.
Thanks again so much for being our streamer, by the way, Chris.
Mm-hmm. Well, people love to see this kind of stuff done. It's not too often people get to see people work on the pinball machines. Mostly just play.
That's right.
Hell, like most people that watch pinball have never even seen what these look like on the inside, right?
Well, that's true too.
It's not too many.
That's true. If you
Not
don't
too
own
often,
one, how would you?
exactly.
Yeah. And especially the yam stuff being
Yeah.
not as common as it once was, obviously. I mean, literally, they stopped making yams pretty much 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Gottlieb made them into the 77 year, but that's it. Okay. Now here's another thing. I don't know. A lot of people avoid doing this. It's not expensive.
New plunger end.
New barrel spring and
New
shooter
barrel
spring.
spring, yeah.
It's just, you know.
See, I ordered a new one. I got a new spring in for mine, but it's too big. Pulls my stopper back too far. Doesn't work.
Okay, well, I can hook you up with that. This is stuff that we always have. really, it is a pretty important part of pinball. See, look at that.
Yeah, without
Beautiful.
that, you're not getting the ball.
That's right. Well, I mean,
You're not playing the game.
it is pinball. This is the pin. I mean, that was the only user interface on these things in the day. Right? That was it.
Yeah. Well, that's all the original back machines were. Was
That's right.
a stick that shot a ball up.
That's right.
Brought it back down. And gravity did the rest.
Gravity, inertia, momentum. All the physics are at play here.
Oops.
Beautiful. Now this is a pretty straightforward one. Robbie did a Solar City, which has about a 50 million bank drop target.
Oh.
So that's a whole lot of fun to do. Take a look at that one though, Rob. You haven't seen our new toy yet, have you? We'll have a bit of fun doing that one. We'll be calling Steve Young next week for some new drop targets for the flush.
Yeah, those are some unique ones too, because they're big, eh?
No, they're normal.
No,
They're normal.
they
It's
just-
a
they
large
look- they
bank.
look-
I mean, it's a
They
nice
just
bank,
look
right?
fat. Like the targets themselves kind of look fat.
No, they're standard Gottlieb EM targets, but just a whack over them. So the bank gets a little unwieldy. Oh my goodness. There we go.
One target at a time.
Springs are a lot of fun there. You want more light?
Yeah.
We'll fix some light.
Yeah, they've seen better days.
The good thing is, as we get older, our vision improves, right? Isn't that how it works?
It's supposed to.
The fears have failed us. Oh, look, you already got two done. Let's get you to hold this for a minute, Chris. I'm going to get some music going. supposed to. Unfortunately. That's okay.
Gotta be careful too with internet when streaming because they will. The highlight or any videos I make off of it will get muted.
Right.
Because of their stupid ass copyright laws.
Oh, the music gets muted.
It mutes the entire stream. They mute everything. As soon as it picks up a song that's
that it recognizes.
Yeah, as soon as it hears a song it recognizes, it mutes the entire. If it picks up 5 seconds, it'll mute 30 minutes of your stream no matter what.
So we can't listen to Zeppelin while we're doing this?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Until they sell their rights to YouTube.
Yeah.
Which ain't happening anytime soon.
No, and Zeppelin know all about the copyright stuff. They're handy with that.
There we go.
Close it in.
Now reassemble. Everything else looks pretty good under here. Just look good. Yeah, fuck this way. Wow, that's one tricky little spot.
It is. It's a son of a bitch.
My drop target bank doesn't have these.
Try doing it in a 9 bank.
Oh my god, I would have just stopped after the first one and been like, fuck it, I don't have drop targets anymore. No, I found with doing stuff like this, best thing to do if you get frustrated is to just set your shit down, walk away, come back 5 minutes later, try again.
No, we don't have that luxury.
No.
We just have to plow through.
Yeah.
Keep calm and carry on.
Yeah. There you go.
You have to be very zen to do this kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hours
Nope.
of meditation. Hours
Stayed
and
up.
hours.
It didn't go down, it stayed up.
We'll see it.
Yeah, it's somewhere down in here. I didn't see it fall all the way through. I try to follow things as they fall. I think it's definitely back in here somewhere. Fat fingers. There it is.
Nice.
Let's go sitting on a harness.
Young eyes.
No wonder the people that actually still make pinball machines, when they show footage of the assembly lines, it's all women with really small hands. Now I know why.
Oh, you're the light guy. I won't distract you.
Someone followed. Thanks for the follow.
Go around. Someone followed our channel.
That's what the digging noise was.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Does the back of my head not look good enough?
I don't know if they enjoy watching this old big white back.
Yes.
Does it say who it was? Bob should say.
Oh, yes, it's too big. And can't connect to chat.
I'll refresh it.
No drop trains. We're
Now, as
still
tedious and annoying as it is doing this,
Yeah.
it really, really makes a difference in the gameplay of the
new
game.
drop targets, yeah. And the look.
So I'm sorry we missed the follow, but thank you so much.
Whoever you are. Well,
Hey, Lord Squeak and Scribble. Our chat crashed. I don't know if you guys said hi or if you're lurking.
back on track now.
Let me see how this looks. Can I shrink this again? Yes.
The center one.
Yeah.
The most incredibly difficult and annoying of all the ones.
It seems to be. It's just such a small little.
I have long, skinny fingers if they can help.
That is definitely what's called for. I wonder if I could do it with telekinesis.
That's what I was
That'd be
saying
cheating.
when they do the tours at Stern, they show the production line. It's all women.
All tiny little
All
women,
tiny
a lot of
yeah.
Asian women,
Yeah,
small
tiny
hands.
little fingers, yeah.
Tiny little hands.
For sure. Well, like I say, I do it with telekinesis, but that would be cheating and
Yeah, it's just not fair.
it's showing off, right?
Yeah, you can't show off.
I'm just
like
going to do it
that.
manually. Although I suppose this is telekinesis. I think Robbie's doing it. So really, see? It's just happening.
It happens.
It's just happening. I come back and it's done.
It's just called Surfer, eh? Or Surf? Is
Surf Champ.
Okay.
Surf
This is the actual champ.
People
not any
were
surfer,
asking me.
the champ of surfing.
It's the 4-player.
So
Yes.
I was like, is it just called Surfer? I'm like, I thought it's Surf something. I know it's a 76. I know it's a Gottlieb. I can't remember the name right now, but I'll tell you guys when I go back inside. Which reminds me, I should do that.
I don't know if we got this all on camera, Rob. Maybe we should take them all off and do it again just to make sure everyone can see it. You think?
No, I can.
Start over.
All special effects, Robbie.
Yeah, you can put it in there. Well,
Yeah.
we should do this like Julia Child. You know, you can edit this down, and I'll say, then we're gonna change that, and it's done. Right? Be like a cooking show.
That last one is just a bitch. See, all the other ones, just the one that fell through.
Oh, there it is. Just get it this time. I can sense it.
So on Wednesday, what time are you guys thinking of setting up?
I think we'll probably start the thing at 7
PM.
p.m. So, I mean, if you guys want to get there a little sooner, that's fine. I'll probably try to shoot to be there for 6.
Yeah. Do you have any stuff to do before you have to get there, or is everything going to be ready by then?
I think it'll be ready by then.
So just thinking, if it was closer to the time of my dentist appointment, I just would have dropped him here.
Oh,
So
you can
we-
certainly drop them here, and
Well, my
yeah.
appointment's at 11:40 a.m., right? So
Oh.
he'll be here early.
Either way.
Well, it's up to him.
We'll be just prepping up and doing stuff and moving stuff.
Alright, well, it's up to him. If he doesn't want to hang out with me while I...
Hang out with you? Oh,
Well, I know, right?
that sounds
I mean, like, hang out while I'm in the dentist and stuff, and... Although I may be all... Oh, no, they're not doing anything, so I won't be all, like, frozen and fucked up when I get out of there. I won't need a driver.
No.
No, it's just a meeting with the dentist
Oh, okay.
to
it's
make a
consult.
plan.
Right.
And then he's off for 3 weeks, go on vacation.
So basically, he's just going to line up paying for the vacation before he leaves.
Pretty much.
Perfect. That makes sense. And he'll know how much he can spend while he's there.
Yeah. But I mean, once I have a plan, I can go to a different dentist to get it done sooner. I don't have to go back to him.
I see.
I just need to know, like, should I
What
get the
the
teeth
front-
pulled? Should I, you know? Just so I can plan financially.
Yes. Yeah, fun times.
So what exactly are you working on right now?
He's replacing all the drop targets.
Okay, that's what I thought, but...
So the drop target assembly has been completely disassembled. Drop targets replaced. Put the springs all back on, the really fun part, and now he's reassembling it and
hooking her back up.
reaffixing it to the bottom of the playfield.
Awesome. Oh yeah, it's coming here.
Oh, we got a postman. Yeah. Inside or outside that bracket?
Uh-oh!
Yeah. That's the problem with these things is that the screws hold.
There goes one.
The mounting screws hold the whole freaking assembly together in these things.
Did it go right down? I don't know that it did. That's what either.
I need a magnetic stick.
Oh, we are.
I got one. I just drag it around until something catches and
Yeah.
comes with it. This is the same spot, but I think it went through.
It might have. If it did, it might have snuck through too, which is on this side right here. And get finished up here before we start hunting for it in earnest. Saved for potential future use, but not likely.
This takes me back to a couple months ago fighting with my.
I have to check. This is a totally different flipper system.
Upgrade on my Fliptronics.
Yeah. No.
Let's put some lightning flippers on this thing.
Yeah.
That's not a total waste.
We're playing Getaway now.
I thought they were going to save Getaway. Because I thought they were saving the games that are also on Pinball Arcade for the last couple of days.
Yeah, but they're only there till Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Today's Friday. There's only so many games left to show off.
And people are sick of
This,
watching
Black
Ghostbusters.
Knight.
What else happened they showed?
I can't, let me see. I'm gonna list them. So we saw The Walking Dead. Oh, they haven't shown Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they said they don't really want to play Ninja Turtles.
Did they show Iron Man? Yeah, Iron Man they showed. Black Knight, they're waiting for the last day, I
Ninja
think.
Turtles is cool, but like
Getaway, Star Trek, which is busted, and Ghostbusters. So yeah, they've only have Ninja Turtles and Black Knight, unless those two other games are showing up from Vegas today.
When are they supposed to show up a couple days ago?
Yeah, but something happened.
Found it.
So, out of hearing all the games this week, what was the call out that was the most annoying?
You can do it. You can.
That's what I just wrote.
Obviously. That's what I heard on here, right? That freaking Black Knight table was the loudest thing, which is weird. Usually Ghostbusters is the loudest thing around.
Well, it's because every time Jack turns it down, and then every time he goes away,
Someone.
Rudy and Eric giggle and go turn it back up. Because it is pretty funny. Everybody else is like, yeah, turn it up, except like Wobbly and a couple people.
I'm sick of hearing that.
Yeah. Well, being in this channel all week, I'm getting sick of it now. Today's the first day I'm sick of it, though.
You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
Turns out these are not the same flipper plunger, or flipper links, plungers rather, as my other Gottlieb EMs. So I may not have the plungers for it today.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna hope they're not too hammered out. I'm gonna change the coil tops and the coil sleeves. And
Switches.
Hey, Hell Clan. Yeah, we're actually pimping out
Switches look pretty
this
shitty.
Surf Champ to go on location next week. So it'll be set up in a restaurant
Neighborhood
to
pub.
make money. Oh yeah, the neighborhood pub, right? You're from Ottawa.
Yeah, he knows about the place, so.
So on Wednesday we'll be over there streaming that.
They should come check it out, Hellcan.
Wednesday we'll be there around 7 at the neighborhood pub.
45-cent wings,
45-cent wings.
drink specials.
I'm pretty pumped. Can you even hear me?
You can do it.
Oh
You
yeah.
can do it. You can do it.
Neighborhood pub, which is where again?
Baseline and Greenbank, right in the corner.
It used to be called Baseline Station.
So corner baseline.
It's in a strip mall beside the Max Milk and
Huh?
But that the name. Yeah, it's called the Neighborhood
Your
Pub.
Neighborhood
Or
Pub.
Your Neighborhood Pub. There you go.
same owners, new name.
And this royal flush that's behind us is also going in there. Eventually.
Yeah, it may not be going in that same day. I'd like it to. It just depends if I'm going to be able to get the parts for it on time. That's the only thing.
Yeah, stupid strike.
It's gonna. Well, no, it's not that. I pick up the parts direct from the States, but
Oh, right. Get them there on time.
if I order them on Monday, because Steve Young was closed all week, I order them on Monday. I might have them Wednesday, maybe.
Maybe.
Or that missing screw here.
It'll probably be the following week, though, to be honest.
That's cool. Wednesdays are perfect for us since he doesn't work.
That's excellent.
Anything else we can't get down here till 9:30.
Oh, that's on the side. Hopefully she didn't roll too far on me. I remember working on that airport pin one night, and I had a screw drop down below and roll underneath the board.
Oh, to be fine.
Yeah, I found
You
it.
found it.
And
Beautiful.
I like grabbed the machine and fucking almost tilted it right over on its side.
For it to roll out of under there.
Well, you gotta find it, because the problem is if it gets jammed inside a freaking
Well, it was on,
switch or
it was on
something,
top
or-
of the harness, so when the Playfield would get put back in, it would have fell right on top of the switches.
right.
Yeah, you get
Kinda
stuck
critical to
between
get
the
that stuff out.
contact and then means for some fun.
Shut everybody
You
up.
can do it, you can do it. That and that freaking, alright, who brought the dog?
Yeah. Watch it, Jax.
Then today, all I heard was the freaking Lagrange on that getaway pin playing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, see, I've barely been on today.
It's like,
You can get
that pinball machine ruined that song for me. I used to like that song, and now it's like all I hear is the 8-bitty whenever I hear that. I kind of want to see what their getaway pin, because there's the guy that brought that high speed pin that was all pimped out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come see it.
That's all high speed is. That's all getaway is the sequel to. It's literally the exact same table with that big ass stupid ramp on it.
Oh.
It's the same game, yeah. Except they added that big supercharger ramp.
They've been messing with the lighting all day. Now it looks too dark.
They need to just go back to default.
I know. Well, Jack did bring it back.
Oh, like,
but this table looks dark.
Well, what Jack needs to do is needs to go out and buy some studio lighting.
He didn't bring it with him.
I'm gonna say he's got all that stuff. He's got all the studio lighting and stuff. Looks like we're almost together.
Snowboarder just got a new Game of Thrones.
Like a new inbox.
I'm not 100% sure.
I know a bunch of people just got their Ghostbusters in this week.
Yeah.
Twista 22 just unboxed his LE version too.
A light bulb keeps falling out on my Game of Thrones. Oh, poor guy.
A light bulb keeps falling out. From where?
I guess the socket's a little too big. I don't know.
Doesn't sound right. What are we missing?
People are saying that seen that happen a lot. Alright, let's see what this is. That's cool. A bar on Richmond Road. Swiss Pastries is like open mic for musicians. Bring your own equipment. Food and drinks will be complimentary for the performers.
Nice.
That's really cool, Healthland.
That's it. That's it. All back together.
Yep.
Nice.
Gets way under there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see what it looks like.
Lay her down and see how she works. Well, they're nice and straight. That's a good sign. And they're new looking.
Sweet. Alright.
Sweet.
Bring the camera
I
forward.
don't know
Try it
what
out
else,
with the ball.
I don't know what else you wanted to do with this since he doesn't have the right flipper stuff now. Bang, 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 bang. Wait, that's not. Yeah, that's the right
I'm just
thing.
making full screen for you.
Yeah. Good enough. But that's definitely not searching. That's high hand.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Not the same thing.
See how light it is.
worked.
Give it
They
a
dropped,
try.
they reset. That's pretty good. That looks weird. You can see 3 of his hands.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're kind
You
of
need
all the
3
same
hands to
angle,
work
but
on
all
it.
different.
all different. Yeah. Kind of all the same, but different.
I was just gonna say. There we go.
There's a new
Piece of
angle.
tape.
Yeah, change both.
See if Mike has this too.
Oh, that's good.
Where's the water?
I brought it up. Here it is. I got this. I didn't bring the lead. I'll have to get the lead out.
That works.
Yeah.
I built little trays. I took three blocks of wood and made like a thing like that, and screwed a tray right to it.
It just sits on the side of the table with all his tools.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll see if we can find it.
You can't see the plug.
Oh.
Can you give me a plug?
Yeah, there's one right here on the other side of the machine.
It's gonna reach there.
Yeah, it's right here.
You know, these coil stops aren't that bad, Rob.
There we go.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be getting into any more soldering work, I definitely gotta step up my soldering iron and get one of these.
Way better than ours were.
Hot in 15
Big
seconds.
Dent.
Yeah. Well, I suppose I will change them. They're a bit rounded. But not horribly. We might do. What do you think, Rob? That needs an upgrade, or we can get by with
It's not
that?
that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
This one's much room to bake on it.
Yeah, and that's the part I don't have, unfortunately. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna be ordering those on Monday. Yeah. Okay.
No, you do this one at a time so you don't get things confused.
Yeah.
Ideally. We're gonna be moving up to the yellow dot coils.
I'll give her a little more juice.
Oh, she'll give her a nice little bit of snap. Hence the installation of the new drop targets. Preventative maintenance.
Yeah, it saves you from going back there in 3 months and having to do it anyways.
Or next week at some point, probably.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any problems with the pins on location there now?
I'm serious. I had to recall the flippers in Elvira.
Okay.
LED shop dirt, but I made the cardinal mistake of, hey, the flippers are playing great, let's put it out in the road. It lasted a couple of days before they started getting tired, so.
Why are the coils solder and not connectorized?
Connectorized?
That's a question I'm reading from chat.
Well, you get a lot of voltage going through there, and the only way is hardwire connection on there. You wouldn't want it to be loose. Aside from the fact that you change them so infrequently. We don't need to change them, we're upgrading them.
Okay.
They are working. If a coil, generally a coil either works or it doesn't. It's just a winding.
Yeah.
So if the wire's there, unless the coil's been overheated at some point, you know, maybe someone misadjusted the end of stroke switch or something and the coil could have gotten swollen, then they can actually have a problem. But with these old Gottliebs, Steve Young at Pinball Resource just in response to people wanting a little more snap out of their flippers, he has a couple of overwound coils. So this is the next step up from what would be the standard winding for this game, and it just gives you a little more punch. It's just like overwinding the pickup on a guitar.
Okay.
Gives you a little more drive, just gives you a little more punch. So this is like a boutique coil, custom wound, designed for extra output. Just a little, not a lot. You don't want to be launching the ball through the back of the game.
No. Well, you wanted to make it up the playfield fast enough.
Yes, which it is making it to the top, but it could just use a little more to play in one with the more modern games.
Yeah, people are used to faster games and...
Well, people don't really, you know... There are guys that work on EMs, but not a lot of guys really dial them in to make them play really well.
Yeah. They make them work.
They just make them work. And if you can... You know, so a lot of people shun the EMs. Collectors have been shunning this stuff for years because they just don't play the same as the solid state stuff.
Yeah.
But when they're properly dialed in and tweaked, they're as good as any pinball out there. They're awesome.
You have the coils stop?
Yes.
Yeah, feel free to ask any questions you might have. We have the experts with us now, so.
They might or might not answer them.
That's a great secret, we'll tell you.
Oh, I noticed that this one's been, they have this spring back system instead of having the spring on the
yes, that's
plunger.
right. It's a flipper return, an external.
But that's something that's newer, isn't it, than the older? Isn't that something that they have on the newer flippers and on the older ones?
Yes, but they've gone back
here?
and forth depending on the flipper design. Yeah, it depends on the flipper, depends on the game.
Because I see a lot of people saying that this is the way to go over the
Well, for the newer Williams stuff, yeah, I like the Fliptronic stuff. I update the entire flipper systems.
Yeah.
But it can go both ways. Like, for example, the Bally stuff after 81, I'd rather convert it back to the pre-81 system, which was superior. So it's not always better. You know, they change things for a lot of reasons. Cost savings, obviously.
Yeah.
Availability. Different isn't always better, ultimately. Sometimes it is.
So he's not bumping his feet into it. Just, don't want him to trip. Don't want him to trip over anything. Coil stops, but
yeah. The amazing thing is Robbie's actually legally blind. So the fact that he can do this is a testament to his experience, right?
It's impressive.
He does this with his eyes closed.
Yeah, it almost looks like he could. As when it comes to soldering, right? It's just practice, right? The more you've done it.
Yes. Experience is the best teacher for sure. After 30-some years, you get a feel for it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing with pinball repair. You have to know electronics. You have to know mechanics. There's so many things going on. There's a million trades you have to master to be able to truly master pinball repair. Circuit board repair, relay logic.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive.
There's a lot going on. Compare it to an automobile. You know, all that stuff has to be working in concert perfectly in order for the thing to function correctly. And to get it to play really well, that's where the art comes in. So you got to be somewhat of an artist as well.
to know how to adjust the contacts so they play just.
That's right. Again, it comes from feel, right? You can't really explain it. You can't really just
It's like
teach it.
people who can tune a guitar like by ear.
Yeah.
They just know the exact touch.
Well, that's all we had of the day. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't have electronic tuners when I was a kid starting out. When I learned to play guitar.
Yeah.
And I can tune by ear, but I would much rather use my electronic tuner with the volume turned off because no one really wants to hear you tuning up.
Yeah.
Even if you're Jimi Hendrix. So, which you would hear if you listen to any of his live recordings between songs. Because they didn't have locking tremolo systems back then. If you leaned on your whammy bar, you pretty much knocked it out of tune right away. But dialing in an instrument is very similar to dialing in a pinball machine. There's a feel to it that can't be just explained with words. And you can be a fine technician, but if you don't have the feel,
Yeah.
you know, it's like Ingwie Malmsteen. You can play 50 million notes per second, but
They don't go together.
Jimmy Page has more feel in his pinky finger than the guy has in his whole body. Actually, this just needs tapping. It's just
Yeah.
tappy boo. My micro hammer.
How long would it have taken you to do that, babe? Oh.
Oh, 3 times as long.
Yeah.
Easily.
A normal person, this would take about a week.
Yeah.
Oh, to do
Yeah, all
everything
the
we've
work
done
we've
today?
done, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
With lots of cursing, lots of crying.
Yeah.
we've been live just over 2 hours, I think.
Oh, we gotta raise the height of the clipper. I'll go do that right away.
The reason you have to put a spacer. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
You won't be able. You need a washer.
We're gonna need to get one. We don't want to play it rubbing like that any longer.
Okay.
So what do you just, whoops, you just put, when you put the thing on, you just put like a little rubber washer that you use a little spacer to keep it up?
Yeah, I put a metal washer usually.
Metal washer?
But you don't have these parts, eh?
I might have some of that stuff.
Yeah, this one's the shaft. It's a bit bigger. So I have to take the whole thing apart, slide it up,
Yeah.
put the spacer. I mean, it's barely touching it.
I know, but you can see it scuffing it up, eh?
Well, for now, you have no choice. Until you get the part right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better to do it with correct parts than.
Oh, for
never
sure.
really
No
just-
point taking it apart for fun.
Hopefully you get it before Wednesday and it's not really gonna,
Yeah.
the little times you're
We'll
only
maybe be able
testing
to find
it
that
here
downstairs
isn't
and dig it out and fix it before
Like I said,
Wednesday
there's still
anyway.
some stuff in there.
gonna.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. We're gonna need a
There we
bump.
go. Let's see how much more snapshot we got. It makes the lights flicker more.
A little more to it. Not crazy strong. Not a red hot, just a
I was gonna say crater.
nice day.
Nice,
Very nice.
oh yeah. 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 That's way different.
Time to make the donuts.
Fix the cams a bit because it's really cool. Just remember.
Oh my god, it's flying.
That's why I wanted new drop cables. Who's performed this miracle before?
Like, it's not a focus. There.
But as you can see, it can still use new coil stocks and plungers.
Way away.
Oh, it's comparable.
It's still, yeah, it's still not holding.
No, there's a little bit of bounce to it, but
Wow.
It needs adjustments a bit, but it's going.
It's got some juice now.
Oh my god, it's bounced off of it.
Yeah.
it's an evil, man.
I like that.
Well, that's the complaint everybody has when they play EMs, right? No, the flippers are just kind of limp, you know?
They won't be saying that about Surf Champ.
They won't be saying that at all.
Wow. Huge spark over there.
Look at that! You couldn't make that up. Oh! Right on the amateur hole.
Go ahead, try it.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, they're a lot shockier, that's for sure.
This is a game worth playing. And we'll probably even dial up the angle to make it play a little faster, right? Just make it play like a new Yeah, Steven,
adjust the angle.
way more than
Spinner's well dialed too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she's playing well.
If the flippers had enough juice to slide out, you might as well give it more.
Yeah, absolutely. Might as well.
You're giving yourself more advantages.
So you almost got too
Well,
much
the
juice.
game's
in
gonna
just
play
the back of that
faster. It's
hole.
gonna play more like a newer game. Yeah.
Definitely a lot more pep in its step
It
now.
takes on a whole new character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this real quick. Do you mind?
No.
Oh, just that dead flip.
Yeah, hopefully I get a whole brand new rebuild and coils and all, and we'll do the flippers on Magic, and then I'll be able to.
Now that game you won't need to upgrade your coils.
No.
Just flipper rebuilds to make that thing play like a rocket.
It already plays pretty fast.
That's what I
plays
mean.
fast,
Flippers are good. You guys
like,
must really be playing a lot to get to be remotely fast.
When I redid the skirts on the pop bumpers, I tightened them up quite a bit, and they really pop now.
Nice.
Ridiculous.
Get one of those turrets down.
Yeah, it's like very strong.
Yeah.
It's holding no problem.